Oh yeah! What's up, everybody? My peeps. How's it going, you sexy, beautiful bitches? And all you other pieces of garbage that don't matter. It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for another video on this nice and, well, it's here in the Northeast, pretty much overcast, but not too warm, Wednesday evening, July the 24th, 2024. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Oh, by the way, you're watching this video on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/PeterJoseph. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, like I said, in the gobbledygook, otherwise known as the description marks below, on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support down there. Leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments, because you go bye-bye. You will get sentenced to the shadow realm, where you'll be eaten by Satan, because he will eat your soul! And that's pretty much it for that. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support there. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. You miss anything, well, you're pretty much SOL. You need a slap in the face. And that's pretty much it. You're SOL. And you know what that means. That's pretty much it. You missed anything, you missed it. You can't go back to find it, but it is what it is, and I am not going to help you. So go cry me a river, you stupid, stinky bitch. And that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, and all that other good shit. And if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab that cold one, and put your feet up on the couch or whatever you're watching from. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And like I said, if you like it, great. Smash that like button, stick it straight up everybody else's ass, because that's where it belongs. And that's it. Enjoy the show. That's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got Blood and Guts 4 coming up at the top of the hour from Nashville, Tennessee. Yep! We got that. We got Team Elite of the corporate bucks. Matthew Nicholas Jackson and the Continental Breakfast Champion himself, Okada, teaming up with Mr. Hangman Adam Page and Jack Perry, the TNT Champion, to take on Team AEW of the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Swerve, along with the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, the Funky Chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, The Acclaim, Max Caster, and Anthony Bone. Still don't understand why they're on the team. And then, to round out their team, Darby Allin. Hi, guys. I'm gonna jump off the top of the cage tonight, and I'm gonna kill myself because I love you guys. I come from Seattle. So we got that in the main event tonight, probably from the 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock hour. We're gonna hear from Mercedes Moné, the CEO, the boss, tonight. Now that, we're gonna hear that. We got Hikaru Shida taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Bebe in her first match back from her injury. So we got some women's action. I don't know what else we got tonight, as we're gonna be, after tonight, we got Battle of the Belts this weekend, so some of the belts will be on the line this weekend. I don't know which ones. Maybe the TNT title, maybe the Trios titles that the Patriarchy have, Christian's group. Maybe one of the women's titles, I don't know. We'll see what happens this week. Got a big week for AEW. There's a preliminary deal in place to have AEW stay on the WBD network. That's nice. Hopefully for another 5 years, but we'll see what happens with that. But it is in principle, they have signed to stay on the WBD network. That's pretty damn nice. So you thought AEW was going away? Nope. Sorry, WWE marks. Ain't going anywhere anytime soon. But it's in principle. We just have to finalize it. So it should be coming within the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. But AEW is here to stay on pretty much TNT and TBS right now. Now, I have to worry about maybe a little bit about the NBA. That might go to Amazon. I hope it goes to Amazon. Fuck them. Fuck TNT. Fuck NBC, for that matter. Fuck ABC, too. But get them off TNT and TBS. So, pretty much, the only thing that's going to be preempted is baseball. For Dynamite, is going to be baseball in October. That's it. And you don't have to worry so much about TNT unless there's a big movie coming out. But in any case, I'll keep you guys up to date about the TV deal for AEW. But right now, it is they have signed in principle, which doesn't mean shit. But a deal will be finalized pretty goddamn soon. Maybe by All In, who knows? But we got that. So that's big news for AEW. Also, they signed Melissa Santos yesterday as a backstage interviewer, ring announcer, just somebody to look at, Well, besides Brian Cage, but that's another story for another time. And also, there was a rumor that Bobby Lashley and MVP might be joining the company when their contracts end, and they're not re-signing with the WWE. So that's another kind of a big hit for WWE. Not a big, huge hit, but it's like a minuscule dent in their armor, basically. Because you lose Bobby Lashley and MVP, they can go to AEW and do some good things. So go back. I was hoping they'd go back to Impact, but kind of form the BCC again. But you can't have Samoa Joe there, so. Because Samoa Joe's in AEW, pretty much Samoa Joe's at home convalescing right now after what happened with Mr. Reading Rainbow himself, Jericho and the Jericho Vortex. All of them are gone. Shibata's nursing his shoulder. Hook still looking for his eyeball. Because he got a fireball thrown in his face. Don't know when he's coming back. And Joe got put through a styrofoam wall. Almost got killed, too. But, so, I don't know what's going to be next for Jericho. Tonight, Jericho is facing Minoru Suzuki for the world title, the FTW title. I think Jericho's going to retain. Would you like to see Suzuki win the FTW title, bring it back to Japan? No. But I think we might see the Painmaker tonight. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I do see, if you did see that Calgary Stampede brawl with Jericho and Samoa Joe, near the end when Jericho kind of smiled like the Joker, I'm thinking we're seeing the signs that the Painmaker might be coming back. But we'll see what happens tonight for the FTW title, and then we'll move on from there. Then we got the Blood and Guts match, the Double Cage War Game style match. It's gonna be bloody as fuck. I can imagine Mark Briscoe's gonna be busted wide open. Maybe a couple of the Bucks will be busted wide open. Maybe Swerve. Who knows? Darby, It's gonna be bloody as fuck tonight. But we'll see what happens with that. I got the Elite to win. I just have a feeling something's gonna happen with the Elite win. But then again, maybe one of the Bucks gets thrown off the top of the cage. Or through the cage. Cage blows up. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. But that's all tonight on TNT. Oh, not CBS. I'm sorry. On TBS at 8 o'clock at the top of this hour. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody had a great Wednesday. I had a pretty interesting Wednesday. I celebrated a birthday today. Had to go out to a little lunch today. And, yeah, it is the missus' birthday, so it is what it is. But, so we celebrated early because now she's not feeling well, but don't ask me why, but, just went out early to have a birthday lunch, and then, might have a birthday dinner later, and then, that's it. We move on. But, it is what it is. So, the missus turns another year older. Not so much wiser, but, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So, I did do my manly duty, and got a nice present, took it out to a nice little restaurant. That was it. Did what I gotta do. Did a little bit of, went out to lunch, got some good food, gave her a nice little perfume set, and that was basically it. Because you gotta smell good. Because when you look good and you smell good, you feel good. That should be a commercial. But that's that, and then, we had the good old birthday sex, because, you have to. It's not really a requirement, but, No. So we had that, and now the missus is fast asleep. But she'll be getting up probably by the time Dynamite ends. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. But happy birthday to my woman. Another year older. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Besides being time for Dynamite, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, right now, here on July the 24th, 2024. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I'm a content creator, talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or anything else I want to talk about. You like it? Great. You don't, get out of here. Simple as that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review for last night's show, the July 23rd edition of NXT, from the Capitol Wrestling Center at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. And as always, our commentary team, the man with a lot of he has a creepy jacket and a lot of candy. He needs to switch it up a little bit. And that's Vic Joseph, and the man who smokes more fucking weed than you do. And it's true. For all you Americans, all you douchebags from the UK, he smokes more weed than you do, and that's a fact. He is a two-time Hall of Famer, Booker T, sucker! Oh yeah, man. Okay, Booker T, calm down. Not yet. But anyway. Alright, so, last night's show, not that bad. I thought it was pretty decent. A lot of good things happening on the show, as we're rolling on to, the Great American Bash, night 1 and 2, next 2 weeks on Sci-Fi. And Raw will also be on Sci-Fi for the next 2 weeks, as we're heading into SummerSlam and coming out of SummerSlam. So we got that. We move on. And don't forget that Friday, SmackDown will be taped, because they'll be in Japan. And then Saturday night, back live with AEW Collision and Battle of the Belts 11, beginning at 10 p.m. And Collision at 8 on TNT. So that's wrestling this weekend, except for Sunday, of course. And, that's pretty much it. And don't forget, right now, Los Mets de Nueva York trying to make the Bronx the cleanest borough in the world again. As the final game of the Subway Series 2024, Mets escaped the Bronx last night 3-2. Oof. Getting Soto out was big. Getting Judgy Wudgy out, even better. Next time, take those steroids, brother. Judgy forgot to take his steroids, and then everybody's like, you gave him the Barry Bonds treatment, you walked him 4 times, and then you had a pitch to him. But what happened? See you right, you're out. Sit down. That's what basically Judgy Wudgy did. Did nothing but look, swung at one pitch, fouled it off, and then the next 2 pitches went inside, and then the second pitch, right on the inside corner. Sit down, Judgy Wudgy, you piece of shit. And then the next guy, I think, goes Volpe, grounded out to McNichols. Game over. Mets win. Duh! Mets win. 3-0 this year. 3-0 against the Skankies. Gonna make it 4-0 tonight. Hopefully. But we'll see what happens with that. Game is on right now on ESPN, so go watch it if you don't want to watch Dynamite. But I got the Met app, so I don't have to worry about that. But in any case, yeah, let's go Mets. That's pretty much it. Alright, so let's get into NXT tonight. NXT from last night, I should say. It was a pretty good show. We start off with a car, a nice Mercedes-Benz. Hey, I wasn't driving. That wasn't even my car, either, because it wasn't a convertible. But a Mercedes-Benz comes into the dreaded parking lot of NXT. And who should come out? Trick Willie! Trick Willie comes out. Whoop, that Trick, what? You know. He comes out, says hello to some people, and says, hey, how's it going? And then he leaves his car running. There's no valet, somebody can steal that car. Just saying, it's a Mercedes. Not even an S-Class either, not even the ones I drive. But I digress. One of my EFED characters used to have like 17 fucking Mercedes-Benz cars because he was so fucking rich. Imagine that was me in real life. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be sitting in my car. Or in my mansion banging like 6,000 fucking hot Japanese chicks. And my wife. But that's another story for another time. Bye-bye. So he comes into the arena, passes by Cedric Alexander and Ashanti the Adonis. So he's like, oh, don't do this, man, don't do this. And he's like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. So anyway, he goes to the ring. Booker T's like, yeah! Whoop, that Trick! Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah, man! I'm like, calm down. Anyway, he's like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get my NXT title back. And then, cue Cedric Alexander. He says, Trick, you're being blinded by your passion. And says, you don't have to do this. And Trick's like, I'm gonna do it. You don't need to listen to some Hamanago jobber from SmackDown. And then the other Hamanago jobber from SmackDown, Ashanti the Adonis, comes in. Says, I'm gonna pick up the ball. I think he said balls. I think he used the plural form. I was like, I'm gonna pick up the balls that you dropped. And Trick's like, I don't drop the ball. I'm Trick with it. I'm gold. So he says, Ashanti, you shouldn't even pick up the ball if you had a whole group. And then he goes, hit row. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, shit row, baby. They're all gone. Flop Dollar, no longer the digital media champion because PCO whipped his ass. And BFAB is just with the Street Profits. He's just there. What are you doing here, Ashanti? You just came down to NXT Catering for a cup of coffee? You brought Cedric with you? Come on now. Shit Row. And the only member of Shit Row that's actually doing something is Swerve. He's the champ. Shit Row. That's what it is. Besides Swerve. Everybody else in that group is garbage. So, take that little burn and put some Noxema on it, okay? You got burned, baby. So anyway, Cedric tries to calm things down, but Trick says, I don't want to hear your bullshit. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. And then a match is set, but Ashanti isn't impressed, which earns himself a good old-fashioned beatdown by Trick Willie. Beat his ass, so send him back down, send him down the river. Get him out of here. Fuck that guy. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so first segment, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on NXT, my friends. Alright, then we see Ethan Page, or Ego Ethan Page, enter the parking lot, going into the building. He runs up on Tyreek Igve and Tyson DuPont, or as I call them, the Bears. Doesn't like how they're suggesting he almost lost last week, where he never did, but anyway. And basically, Ethan Page is like, you two guys ain't worth my time. I'm the champ. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Let me go inside. So that's pretty much it. I thought they were going to get like a 2-on-1 match, 2-on-1 handicap match, or maybe a tag team match later, but nothing. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. Then we go to our first official match on NXT. This was a brutal match. No disqualification. We got Josh Briggs taking on his former partner, the resident virgin, Brooks Jensen, who attacks Briggs during his entrance. They start beating the crap out of each other, fight into the arena. Briggs knocks him over the top, then sends him through the announcer's table, and it broke. Did it hit Vic Joseph? Damn. And then we go to an early break, we come back, a whole bunch of weapons are in the ring, like chairs, kendo sticks, various paraphernalia. Jensen then catapults Briggs face first into the top of the announcer's table, draped over the ropes. Ow. That had to hurt. And then even worse was a pile driver on the steps. Oh, well, he went for it. Actually, I think it was No, Jensen tried it for a pile driver on the steps. Briggs blocked it and suplexed him onto the steps. Ow! That hurt. Then they knock each other down for a double down. Briggs then knocks a chair away from him. And then Sean Spears, the chairman of the board, he comes out on the apron for a distraction, which is legal because it's a no DQ match, even though the referee's like, what are you doing out here? And then Jensen starts unloading on Briggs, and his back looked like chopped liver. And then he puts the chair down, hits a DDT on the chair. 1, 2, 3, and exactly 10, not wins, news, 10. Hey, make a wish on that one. So, in 10 minutes and 10 seconds, hey, Mr. Jensen gets the win over his former partner. Well, I guess you can thank Sean Spears for that. And that's it. It was a pretty brutal match, and I mean, those welts on Briggs' back was nasty. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, kind of a big win for Mr. Jensen! And that's pretty much it. Why are you Mr. Spacely? Okay. Moving on. His boy Elroy? No. Who names a kid Elroy? I don't want to know. Anyway, alright, after that, we go to the Rascals of Wesley, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel. They interrupt Ben Frazier and A-Kid, the superhero Power Rangers, the NXT Tag Team Champions. Pretty much Wesley and Nash Carter, Zachary Wentz and Wesley say, hey, we never lost those tag team belts. Technically, you're right there. But anyway, so it looks like we got a match between MSK and the superhero Power Rangers for the tag team belts, but Trey Miguel's like, hey, let's make it a 6-man tag. So Axiom mentions being in the next Speed tournament, not that type of speed, but, and Ben Frazier's like, what do you mean you're in a tournament? Well, we gotta, what are you doing? So he's not happy, or is he just playing being weird? So later on in the show, we got a 6-man tag team match. We got the Rascals versus A-Kid, Ben Frazier, and a mystery partner, which turns out to be Javon Evans, the young OG. It's my homie. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the ladies' locker room, or somewhere in the back. Sol Ruka, the resident surfer girl, Carmen Petrovic, and Lola Vaisese. She was looking hot. Woo! Anyway, and the women of Metaphor, oh, that is some hot chicks in that segment. Jakari Jackson, if you're nasty. And Lash Legend, get done, looking great. Having one of those arguments in the back. And basically, we get a tag team match player out of this. So we're going to see Jakari Jackson and Lash Legend take on Sol Ruka and Carmen Petrovic. Okay, I'm okay with that. But what about Lola? Lola can just shake her little titties and her ass on my dick. Anyway. But that was that. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And then moving on. Alright, then we go to your Boarfest match of the night. Lexus King taking on DJ Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe. 2.5 minute suckfest this was. This feud continues on, I don't know why. It's also with Eddie Thorpe striking away in the corner to start. Get some chops in the other corners. Then a backbreaker into a running kick to the chest has Lexus King in trouble, but he comes right back with with a super kick. And then goes for the coronation, gets countered into an implant DDT. A la Edge. Stain. But anyway. So, 1, 2, 3. Eddie Thorpe gets the win. I didn't give 2 fucks about it. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Lexus King jumps him, including stomping Eddie Thorpe's hand on the steps a couple of times. Ow! So Eddie Thorpe's gonna be in a freaking cast for a couple weeks. So this feud continues on, and I don't care. Continues on, and I don't care. I don't care about it. I don't care. At all. Alright, so I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the locker room. We see Pete fucking Dunne just like staring into space. Trick Willie says, "I'll fight anyone to get my title back." And then Pete Dunne gets up, gets in Trick's face, says, "Oh, that's so." So it looks like we might have a Pete Dunne Trick Willie match coming up. Possibly for a number 1 contender spot to the title. I don't know. And we will move on with that. Yes. Wrestling Cat, what's up? What do you want? What do you want? I thought you were with Mama. It's her birthday. Go over there and be with Mama. You want to be here? You want attention. Yes, you do. Okay. My little kiki. My little boo-boo-boo. My little boo-boo-boo. You're a good girl. You're a good girl today? Yes. My little kitty. Who's your little kitty? Who's that? It's you. Your fans. You want to go to your fans? Watch this. Grab my hand. A song chop. No. You're so good. You're so good. Huh? Okay. Hello, fans! I'm going to go now because I love you all. Leave Peter Gilmore alone, you stupid butt boys. Don't make me come there and eat your balls and scratch out your eyes. Leave him alone. Now. Fear me. Who's a good kitty? Get down. That's a good kitty. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And yeah, I know JD's cat Bacardi is about to pass away. So my JD, I send my condolences out to you, even though you're a schmuck. But for the sake of your losing a pet, I will offer my condolences out to you and Bacardi, and that's pretty much it. Told you shouldn't have fucked it that hard. Nah, but seriously, condolences go out to JD for the loss of his cat Bacardi. Hopefully you get another cat, get another dog. You know, cats are people too, you know. I know, I'll be sad when the wrestling cat Zuzu passes away. Right now she's 11. So, but she's still kicking ass! That's what matters. Cats are like a member of the family. So when you lose a cat, a pet, a dog, a parakeet, it's like losing a member of the family. It sucks, but you gotta move on. I lost my other cat, Cookie, 5 years ago. You know, and Zuzu, you know, she's doing okay. Just bothers the fuck out of me sometimes. Right there, you little shit. But she's been with me for 11 years right now. Since 2013. Right? You remember that shit. Right? Exactly. Oh, good kitty. He's a good kitty, yeah. I might give you some treats in a little bit, okay? Go to mama. Go to mama. Go lay down with mama. Mama's gonna be getting up soon. Go over there. But in any case, we move on. But yeah, so JD, as much as I hate your guts, I'll be nice for once and offer my condolences out to you for the loss of your precious cat, Bacardi. And that's pretty much it. Alright, moving on from that. Alright, so Trick Willie might be fighting Pete fucking Dunne, Bruiserweight, coming up soon. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back to the ring. We have Ora Menza, who's been going after Ethan Page the last couple weeks, last month or so. Takes on Ashanti the Adonis. So Ora has the rest of Metaphor, Jakara Miss Jackson if you're nasty. And Lash Legend. They're there. Wasn't a great match, 4.5 minute match. Fast and Furious match. Or basically was beating the living crap out of Ashanti the Adonis. But Ashanti came back with a spine buster for a near fall. They get back up and the running spin wheel kick by Ora Mensa knocks Ashanti the fuck out. 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much it. That's it. That's your match. 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Ora gets on the mic. He says he wants Ethan Page, and he wants him for the NXT World Title. So that feud continues on, and we move on. Alright, then we go to the back, where we have a lot of people in the back. We have Catch Point 3.1 of Mr. Ego-san, Charlie Dempsey, Miles Bourne, Tavian Heights, and my girl, Maddie Winkowski, talking to my cousin. Hey, Gus! Hey, my cousin, get in here, my cousin. Hey, paisa. That's my legit fucking cousin, Tony D'Angelo, who gets me as Chicken Bomb Hero for $2. For you get it for $10.50. Sorry, you can't be as great as me, so. But I digress. So anyway, they're talking, they have the Heritage Cup around there. So, Maddie Winkowski threatens to tell what happened in the credit parking lot to Tony D and company. There's a little ransom note here and there. Basically, it's like, if I don't win my match, I'm going to tell you guys what happened last week with these 3 guys putting somebody in the trunk of a car. And I don't need you guys' help to help me win the match. Alright, so Tony D and company, Luca Cusafino, the consigliere, he lives downstairs from you, by the way, and Stax Lorenzo and Adriana Rizzo, they all approve. Alright, so if you win, you don't have to say anything. But if you win, you don't have to say anything. If you lose, we're gonna have a talk. And that's it. Alright, so we get that. 2.25 out of 5 stars. That leads to Maddie Winkowski taking on Carly, don't call her Rainbow Braid. Murky, did you say Rainbow Braid? You idiot. Murky, you idiot. We're not talking about Rainbow Braid tonight. Oh, Murky! Murky! Somebody get Murky Dismal some, not Murky, sorry, Lurky Dismal a freaking Coke or something like that. Jesus Christ, that guy is, he's more woohoo than Murky Dismal. Holy shit. But anyway, alright, so we got Ren Sinclair, pretty much with Catchpoint 3.1 at ringside, and we have the D'Angelo family on the balcony. So she takes on Carly Bright, who has my girl Kendall Gray at ringside. Wasn't a great match, 3.5 minute match. Did I say 3.5 minutes? Pretty much I did. Alright, so they trade the headlocks until Maddie takes her down. Then a bow and arrow is broken up, and Maddie hits a running shoulder block, only get drop kicked for a near fall. And then Miles Bourne tries to interfere. That doesn't work, so Maddie tries a roll-up near the ropes, and then Charlie Dempsey's like, I'll help you! And the referee didn't see it. 1, 2, 3, Maddie Winkowski gets her first major win in NXT, albeit thanks to Mr. Rico's son. So, she gets the win, and it looks like she might be in a Catch Point 3.1 as the first ever member of the group. So I guess you can have, now they're still going to have now you can have a faction war between Tony D's family and Catch Point 3.1, because now you have Maddie Winkowski going against Rizzo, and then the other 3 members can fight it out over the Heritage Cup. Let's see what happens with that. But match itself, 2.25 out of 5 stars. And I'm being generous because I love Maddie Winkowski. I've followed her indie career. I've seen her wrestle, I think last year. Very good. I talked to her for like 3 minutes. Oh, did I say 3 minutes? Yeah, I talked to her for a little while. Wished her well on her career. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to say, hey, what else? Don't be a dick when you meet a female wrestler. I mean, please. I love you. I want to touch your boobs. I'm like, get out of here. I'm always respectful to the ladies that I see at an indie show. They're wrestling. You know, I'll make a few quirky remarks. I'm like, hey, pick up your panties, whatever. But when I meet them at a meet and greet, it's great. It's always a good time. I mean, I met Victoria. I fucking almost cried as I told her about my depression and anxiety. She says, you're not alone. And I told her about, In This Moment, saving my life, basically, among other bands. And then she just came around the table and gave me probably one of the biggest fucking hugs I've ever had from a wrestler. Or a person, basically. It was amazing. I'll never forget it. And I thanked her on the next, her next GAW show with Mickey James and SoCal Val. She remembered, and I said, I mentioned it on the chat. She remembered me. She remembered me on Instagram as well. She follows me on Instagram, so that's a plus. So it's a good time. But I met Maddie. I talked to her for a little while. I talked to Miranda Alizé for a little while. It was good. Taya Valkyrie and me had a little nice talk in some Spanish-ish. I told her, like, I wish my girlfriend was here because she loves Mexican wrestling. She knows that lucha libre, She would translate for me. Like, what did she say? What? Oh, well, look, what? I don't understand. The only Spanish I know is from Taco Bell and Beavis and Butthead. That's on tonight. I already taped it. First couple episodes last week were funny as fuck. That clown looks like a butthead. Yes, it does, Beavis. Settle down, Beavis. Okay. In any case, we move on with that, but yeah. But be respectful to the people that you meet when you go to an indie show or you go to like a meet and greet. Be respectful for the men and the women there. I mean, I met Maria Kanellis-Bennett not once, not twice, but 3 times. She sipped me once on a meet and greet, but that was okay. Cause I thought it was just for her, but she's like, oh, it's a combo. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I wanted a picture, but I got the autograph anyway. It is what it is, but anyway, can't get them all the time. But I got that. I got my girl, sweet and sexy Taylor Hendricks. She follows me on Twitter and Instagram. So nice. Also, what's her name? Kelly, what's her name? Not Kelly Kincaid, the other Kelly. I forgot her name. She's my sweetheart. The former Ring of Honor Women's Champion before she got rejected and thrown out. I'm talking about Kelly, I forgot her name. I can't think of a name off the top of my head, but it's on my Facebook page and my Twitter page too. But yeah, I talked to her, because she used to talk to Andre Kobil, my former friend from the North. I don't know what's up with him these days. He's still in Martha Hart's pants? I don't know. I'm just being funny. But, you know, he's around. I bet he's around somewhere, but he doesn't watch wrestling probably. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with Andre Kobil these days? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? I talked to Big Ray, my New York brother, you know what I mean? He may be a Yankee fan, and I give him a lot of shit for the Yankees and the Knicks, and pretty much the Giants too. Any New York team he likes, fuck you. The Knicks, the well, he's a Ranger fan, so I give him that. But Yankee fan, you're no points in my book. Knicks fan, no points in my book. Giants fan, no points in my book. If you're a Ranger fan, you get a lot of points. But it is what it is. And yes, I know that Kamala Harris is a Niners fan. Do I care? No. I am not voting for that fucking bitch. I don't care if she is a Niners fan. I do not care. Great, you're a Niners fan, but I don't want you to be my president of the United States. No. You get one minuscule little point there, Kamala Harris, for being a Niners fan. Bailey, she's a Niners fan, she gets mega points. Mega points. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Naomi, and Roman and the Wise Men are all Niner fans. That gives me so much joy to know all those great people, which follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Well, they don't. Well, Roman follows me on Instagram. That's a fact. But in any case, because he's the tribal chief. And he's coming back next weekend. I can't wait for that pop next weekend in Cleveland. Flash flood warning in Cleveland Stadium next weekend. In the press box and at the media scrum. Flash flood warning when Roman's there. Just trust me on that. For all you ladies out there, especially Issa. She might have to change her panties about 4 times during the whole fucking event. And after. Oh, what I'd like to be a fly on the wall on that press box when Roman comes out. And if he shows up at the scrum to do an interview, I would freaking mark the fuck out. I'd like to be sitting next to Issa right in that press room. Shit. And he already acknowledged her at WrestleMania. Only imagine if he does it at SummerSlam. Or whatever else, at Survivor Series. Because she usually goes to the Big Four, so. I can only imagine what's going to happen in that press room next Saturday night in Cleveland. Somebody better bring a tarp. But I digress. Moving on. Alright, so my girl Maddie defeats Carly Bright. Match wasn't great, didn't care. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we have Hank and Tank. They have some ideas for Halloween Havoc. I'm like, oh great, they're going to be the host now? Oh no. No, please not them. Don't let them be the hosts. Do you want anybody scary to be the host of Halloween Havoc? I would just have Wendy Choo Choo and Tatum Paxley. It fits. I'm just saying. We got that. Alright, then we find out that Javon Evans, young OG, will be the partner for A-Kid and Ben Frazier in that 6-man tag team match main event coming up a little bit. Oh, we got that. Alright, there we go. Further in the back, we go to Chase U. All regrouping after what happened last week with Duke Hudson basically getting destroyed by my good friend Oba! Femi, Wakanda Forever. And then Rich Holland has new Chase U shirts for them, which you can buy now on WWEshop.com. And then they talk about Thea Hale, that we got a sit-down interview with Thea Hale, who's ready to go get the NXT Women's title. At the same event, she lost it. Well, she lost the chance to get it because of Mr. Chase throwing in a towel about a year or so ago. So we get that, and we'll move on with that. Alright, so we got that. And she praises Ridge Holland for helping her get here and wants to win the belt for all of KCU and their fans. Right, you ain't gonna win. Roxy's gonna retain. She's losing to Julia or Stephanie Vercoeur. That's pretty much it. Or maybe a Corey Jade if she comes back by the end of the year. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to Trick Willie taking on Cedric Alexander. It was a pretty good match. Sosa with Trick pounding in the corner to start, gets taken down. And then they go back and forth. We go to break, come back with an exchange of kicks to face, knocking both men down for a double down. Then they strike it out again until a flapjack puts Cedric down. Then a Michinoku driver by Cedric gets a near fall. Tries to go for the cross arm breaker, but he can't get it on. But instead, Trick escapes, hits the trick shot. 1, 2, 3, he gets the win. Pretty good match, 3 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, hey, we get a code of honor, which you rarely see in NXT these days. And then after that, Pete Dunne comes in and jumps Trick from behind. He's like, and then he just beats the crap out of him. And it looks like at the Great American Bash, we're going to have Trick Willie versus Pete fucking Dunne. That should be a good match. We'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to outside Ava Rain's office where we see Stevie Turner and Robbie E. talking to Ethan Page, who's basically, telling them to go deal with Aura Menza. It's like, I never got pinned. He's like, and then he brings in a referee, says, did that count? No, it was not an official match. Okay, come over here and tell that to Ava Rain. Ridiculously stupid. So we get that. Alright, after that, we go to the women's locker room. We have Kaylani Jordan, the women's North American champion, talking to two other hot chicks. One of them a hot Asian. Ooh, who is that? I want her name. Somebody get her name and DM it to me, please. Anyway, so then we see Wendy Choo-Choo, the creepy Wendy Choo-Choo, stalking her. And then Ashanti the Adonis comes in and asks the other two ladies for some medical help. Right. Then he's like, oh, I'm hurt. I'm gonna have a three-way. Not if I was there. I would take that hot Asian chick. Take it to my parking lot, if you know what I mean. You're like, get out of here, Ashanti. You can take that chick. I got this chick. You're out of here. Go fuck yourself. Hit row. Shit row. And that's it. Alright, we got that. Alright, then we go to women's tag team action. Jakari, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, and Lash Legend taking on Sol Ruka and Carmen Petrovic. Wasn't a bad match. A little over 4.5 minutes. Jakari gets kicked to the floor, and then Lash punches Carmen right in the face, and then an over-the-back face plant by Lash. 1, 2, 3, yes! They get the win, and then they get on the mic and say, hey, we want the women's tag team champ titles next week. So, we'll see if the Unholy Union accept, which they did. So, we got that match coming up next week on The Bash. So the match was, I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it, pretty much it. Alright, then we see Trick Willie go to the gorilla position, talk to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and ask him for an NXT title shot. Shawn says, I'll work on it. Trick's like, okay, you better work on it. And then Roxy comes in, starts yelling at him, he's like, hey, I didn't get my sit-down interview like Thea Hale did. And Shawn's trying to calm her down, says, I'll work on that. He's a hard-working man, that Shawn Michaels. Getting yelled at pretty much on a weekly basis by people. Sucks to be the owner of NXT. But it has its advantages, but it is what it is. Alright, so I gave all that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video on Say His Name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah. So we get a video on his rise to prominence and a little bit of TNA stuff there, and the work he's put in. And next week, Shawn Michaels and NXT has given him the chance to have one of his world-famous Joe Hendry concerts, which is way better than the Rock concert. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to hear Joe Hendry sing next week in that ring. It's going to be great. Maybe he'll sing, "Can you please get fired?" Yeah, next week is going to be amazing, and I can't wait for it. So we get that. And then we have Gallus, the Gallus boys, Mark and Joe Coffey, and Wolfgang going outside to the parking lot. And Joe is like, I want a match with him. Don't say his name. And then they start freaking out because they see on basically everybody's car in the parking lot flyers for his concert next week. And Gallus gets all pissed off. You're not invited. Or as the great Vince Neil song would say, "You're invited, but your friend can't come." Great song. Underrated song, by the way, by Vince Neil in his solo career. But I digress. Anyway, after that, we see Ethan Page saying Ora Menza pinned him last week, doesn't count. And like I said, the referee's like, it didn't count, there was no official match. Okay, so we get that. And then Page goes to Ava Rain's office and says, the pin didn't really bother me, and then he wants the referee to explain to Ava what happened, blah, blah, blah. Ora Menza then comes in, rolls him up for another pin. I was backstage, I should say. I apologize for that. So we get that. So Ora has pinned. Excuse me. Still have this little cold. Ora has pinned the NXT World Champion twice, but it doesn't count. So we get that. And we move on. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, Tony D and family mocks Catchpoint 3.1, but in honor of the Olympics, Olympian Tavion Heights can actually have a Heritage Cup match next week. So Tony D will defend his Heritage Cup against Tavion Heights. And I don't like his chances. And that's it. Then we get what's coming up next week on the program for the first night of the Great American Bash. And that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening, 6-man tag team action player. We have the Rascals taking on Javon Evans and the superhero Power Rangers, A-Kid and Ben Frazier, the NXT tag team champions. This was a very good match, lots of flippy dibbity news. But we're going to get near the end of the match. Evans comes back in with a top rope Gilmore Cutter! Bang! On Trey Miguel. Stop stealing my move. Then a super Spanish fly into a Eddie Guerrero like frog splash. Why did they do that? I don't know. It was pretty impressive though. Yeah, it was, but when I do it, it's pretty impressive too. Yeah, I know, Eddie. Calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. Alright. Then the Rascals just like pile onto the referee to break the count. Then a backbreaker double stomp combo hits A-Kid. And then Zachary Wentz hits Hot Fire Flame. Sounds like a move out of Street Fighter. Maybe that's Dowsum's secret move. Hot Fire Flame! Which is assisted standing moonsault. Well, that's what that name of the move is now. I didn't know what that move was in all of TNA and all of WWE. So it's called Hot Fire Flame, which is, Zach does he does a standing moonsault, and then like Trey Miguel or Zachary or Wesley just pushes him into the opponent, which is crazy. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, the Rascals get the win in under 15.5 minutes. Pretty good match, 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then after the match, hey, we get another Code of Honor. I'm liking it. I like it. We move on. Alright, then we have the after segment. We have Ethan Page coming up to Ava Rain in her office. Wants to get rid of the Ora Menza problem he's having lately. And he'll even give Ora Menza a title match. So Ava Rain's like, okay, I'll sign up the papers, and next week you can sign the contract. And then the match will be the week after on night 2. So Ethan Page's like, works for me. Okay, that's it. Nothing really major, that's it. Alright, so next week we got a contract signing between Ethan Page and Ora Menza for night 2 of the Great American Bash. Night 1 we got Thea Hale and Roxy for the NXT Women's Championship, and, well, a whole lot more. We got a NXT Heritage Cup match between Tony D and Tavion Heights. Okay. And that's pretty much it. So next 2 weeks on Sci-Fi, the Great American Bash. And then don't forget Raw, the next 2 Mondays on Sci-Fi as well, thanks to the Olympics. So we get that. So the August the 12th edition of Raw will be back on USA. And NXT will be back August 13th on the USA Network as well. That's it. Alright guys, that is it. Not a bad NXT, so I'm going to give it pretty solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. Or you can do a video reply, or you can do whatever you want. Just hit that like button. Hit that like button to death. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here and you want more. Hit the bell as well for more. Share the video all over the internet. And all that other good shit. And that's it. Alright guys, I'm getting ready for Blood and Guts. I will be back later, right here on the channel, with your Blood and Guts 4 review. So, 2 for Wednesday, coming up in a little bit later. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I am out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love you all. And until next time, if you motherfuckers are not down with that, all you fuckboys, all you douchebag fucking UK fuckers that have no fucking life and can't get any pussy, too bad for you. Because if you're not all down with that, you're not down with the Purge and the Prophecy, the greatest fucking group in the history of life itself, then I'm sorry. We got 3 words for you, motherfuckers. Fuck you, man. Remember it, because you can't do anything about it. Too bad. You don't like us? Too fucking bad, because we don't like you either. But you're gonna watch all of us. You know why? Because you love all of us, and we love you too. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. And for you ladies, I'll see you ladies later. That's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.